Hey everyone, welcome to Dubai Stars. This episode I have a different star. He's covered the moon. If you don't know him, you must be living on the world. God, thanks a lot for having us in your headquarters. We had such an amazing view of the office and seeing all of the services this guy is providing. As a disclaimer, we're not here to promote any source of trading, crypto or whatsoever. We are here to be the person behind this massive success that he has done in a very short time, on such short age. We're very glad to be with him over this. So
Thank you, bro.
first of all, tell us how it all started. Take us back to God, 4, 5 years back, 6 years back, how everything started.
Okay, so if we were to go back 4 years and 4 months, I just quit my grocery store job.
So you're working in a supermarket.
In a supermarket.
Doing what? Chefing?
Shelving, cashier, that kind of
The fun stuff.
Yeah, so it's a little bit funny that I was working there, and but if you go back 1 year earlier, before I quit my job, even 1.5 years earlier before I quit that job, I decided that I was gonna change my life, that I was gonna change my mindset, that I was gonna go, well, let's make some math. I must have been like 22, 23, going towards 24 there. And I decided that I cannot stay in the supermarket the rest of my life. I also didn't have any education because I dropped out of school. So I knew that my life was pretty much screwed if I would walk the normal way, you know. Screwed in the sense that like nothing extraordinary would ever happen with me. Obviously, I had a supermarket job, so at least I had a decent $1,500 income per month. I was not on the street, but it was just a bad situation to be in for a human being.
I mean, like, felt like you're a total failure.
Yeah.
There's something, you need to get out.
It's like a prison.
Yeah, life cannot be that safe.
No freedom. No freedom, no creativity, and no one to support my dreams of like becoming successful. So I decided that my dreams of being successful should turn into goals, and I would start acting towards, you know. So I changed my mindset, and this was way before I even knew what crypto was or Bitcoin. I never heard about it before. I had really nothing. Like I had no connections, no experience, business experience, no nothing.
You just had the feeling that you're sick and tired from everything that and
Yeah.
we need to change it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I started to research online a lot, like how to make money online, how to become successful. I researched a lot of like successful people, what they were saying about being successful, and I immediately started to realize that all of them were talking about mindsets. The mindset is very important. I found out about the law of attraction, how the universe works, quantum physics. I really dove into a rabbit hole of information about reality. What is reality? It's all just energy. It's just a quantum physical world. It's a hologram. It doesn't even exist in any real sense. It's a hologram, you know. So everything that we interact with in this world that we perceive to be material is in fact just energy. It's just holographic. So I learned about these things, and I realized that now that I know this, it gives me so much power. Like I feel like, you know what, I can change my reality. I can change my world. I can change my material situation. So I thought, what if I can visualize wealth? What if I can visualize millions of dollars and cool cars and private jets? What if I can materialize that into my world? Because the material things, they're not even real. It's just energy. And thoughts are also energy. Words are energy. Feelings are energy. So in a way, there's no difference between a thought and a material thing. So you could make the case that if you think about Bugatti, it's just as real as an actual Bugatti. Your mind cannot tell the difference.
If you can sense it.
So if you can sense it, if you can have the feeling of having it, if you can have the frequency of having it, even though you don't, your subconscious will believe you have it, because you imagine sitting in a Bugatti and feeling it, touching it, interacting with it, your subconscious cannot tell if it's real or not. And on an energetic frequency level, you already have it. And then the theory goes, that I've proven now by the way, but the theory goes that the energy you keep inside of you, the frequency you have internally, will externally be attracted to. You are a magnet. We are all magnets, and we attract like energy. So like attracts like. So if you think about bad things all the time, over and over, you think about being poor, you think about being sad, you think about everyone being against you, you think about people pitying you. If you do that over and over every day, you attract more of it. But if you change your mindset, like I did, and I started to think that I'm amazing, I'm extraordinary, I'm wealthy, I'm rich, I'm successful, I love myself, I love my life, I'm traveling the world, I'm free, my parents are proud of me, I'm healthy, I'm wealthy, all these things though. Every single day I was saying that to myself, I was thinking that to myself, I was imagining that reality, and when I started, I had nothing, really nothing. I was in the supermarket, no one supported my dreams, I was really alone against the world, like we are all in the beginning, but now,
So
5 years later,
So you were like going to supermarket all day, coming back after your job, just on your laptop, going from video channel, but this channel, and start feeling like a bit happier. So sleeping with it, waking up, thinking about it, going to work, no, it's just a task for you to have to survive the money. But you felt that, you knew that you're gonna change the life eventually.
Yeah, and I'll say that, like, from the moment where I decided I'm gonna change my life, I became happier immediately. Because I think you're never gonna be happy from the money itself. You're happy from
freedom.
Yes,
you can do whatever.
and also just start, and just like the energy of like being creative and like taking charge of your own destiny. Just starting alone, that's like 70% of everything. Just starting, because 99% of the people never even start. So just starting, even just deciding to change your life, now you're already ahead of 99% of the world. And you're already for sure gonna end up in the 1% financially, because most people never even take the decision. But then it's just more about consistency, because most people give up after some time. Never give up. Most people, they start visualizing for a few weeks, and then they think, oh, nothing happened.
Let's go back to the same.
Yeah.
And I'm sure it's all affecting the entrepreneurship. We put the affluence to basically, if most of your friends are not making this, and if they see that you are trying to make it, every once in a while tries to pull you down. Always that you're like only the lucky ones. Yeah, I truly want to do it.
Yeah, in certain countries, the mindset is very bad like that. Here in Dubai, in my office, I love being here with my employees, because everyone here has a great mindset. They support me, I support them, and my friends in Dubai are amazing. But in other countries, I know that the mindset is very, looking back rather than forward.
Yeah, like even the city here pushes you to become better. If you don't do the work, you might be left out, because everyone is trying from morning to evening to just make gossip. Tell us how it all started in crypto. How did you jump in it? How did you learn trading? And this is everyone wants to have the answer. Who's the right person to follow? All of these.
I mean, crypto is a jungle. It's a big jungle of coins, tokens, and people to listen to, not to listen to. It's like, personally, I don't sell any like course or certain thing. I just want to make everything free for all. So on my YouTube channel, The Moon, I share my crypto analysis. I share if I'm buying something, if I'm selling something, if I make a trade or investment. But it's just my opinions.
Yeah, it's not the financial advice.
Exactly. I don't want to tell people what to do, but I do highly encourage people to research Bitcoin and get into Bitcoin, because Bitcoin is the best form of money in the history of humans, and that is a revolution and opportunity that rarely happens. Actually, maybe once in a human civilization.
Tell me, how did you learn about it, and how did you learn how to trade it?
Actually, from YouTube.
Yeah, but who did you follow? Some people where you felt that they're actually genuine.
I didn't have like one guy, but it was like maybe, let's say, a dozen YouTube channels that I was following, and you know, long story short, I was just consuming knowledge from many different sources, because I didn't have one mentor. I didn't have like one guy to
use the trading fuel, how to utilize the candles, how to see for hot zero, how to see portfolio, how to
all of these things. Exactly.
I did it too.
Yeah.
I have so few people. There's one of those like for beginners. I think it's brilliant. It's just James.
Oh, good job.
For a beginner, that's to enter. I think it's brilliant. He simplifies it in a very nice way. Then later on to have the advanced one, I think, I don't know, in my own opinion, it was my very humble experience in this. I think there's no better than Garen Solway.
Who?
Garen Solway. Don't you want that? Like his course is 25,000. I took it, but it was worth it to pay. And I give you his link because like I was have a look like the guy doesn't have a good guys.
Yeah. I'll show you one guy that I think people should follow because.
And again, we're not promoting anyone. Do your own research. No one's really getting yourself into.
So, Crypto Kid, he's 15 years old, and he already has thousands of subscribers, getting thousands of views every video. He's 15 years old, making money with trading. So he's proving to people that you can make money in crypto, even being 15 years old. Yeah, it's crazy. So this guy. Showing charts and everything. So basically, you know, just incredible genius, you know.
So they have the formula is basically you need to understand chart, you need to follow properly the news because it's all affecting each other. And let's be very honest, like most of the trading is based on the human intervention as you align the human emotion. And where it's not stable, that's the big opportunity whether they want short or long, correct? Any of this.
Well, I think trading and investment, it has a lot to do with strategy. It should never have to do with emotion. Many people, they use emotions while doing these things, and then they usually get wrecked. They usually lose everything, me included. I blew up my account actually multiple times before I was able to really.
What was your biggest loss? Biggest?
Millions. Not in one single trade maybe, but like over like, you know, a few trades where I really
the name me play. We just wanted to get a relationship with doubling up.
I lost millions, many millions of dollars. And that was unfortunately when I was already quite successful with it because I already paid it. So I made a few mistakes for sure, many mistakes, but what I try to tell people is that mistakes are only mistakes if you repeat them.
Correct.
If you learn from it, then it's a lesson and you will never do the same mistake again. So if I lose $1 million in one trade, well, perfect. That means I'm saving myself a $10 million loss in the future.
If it gets to dragging with your emotions, but now you're like you get that, you can't say that to the robot now. You don't have any emotion.
I'm always human. Look, we're always human, and we always make you know, these stupid mistakes where we start using our emotions and things, you know. But I would say that now I'm a way better trader and investor. Wiser, much better. Wiser.
If it goes as a reverse from your own to get out of it, even if you're getting this else.
But also it should be said that now I don't do much trading and investing anymore actively. I've delegated a lot of that to my own team. So for investments, I have a team of investments. Then also we had an investment and then a team of it's like 3-4 guys now that are doing all the due diligence and doing all the hunting of projects, and then we're, you know, together we're sitting down making the yes or no, but I won't say that most of that is delegated. Also on the trading side, I don't actively trade much anymore because I just don't have the time. I'm running multiple businesses now. Like I said, crypto.com is one of the examples.
So that's more about and I'm sure lots of people will be
interested. Yeah, cryptojobs.com is a jobs board, a job portal. It's the biggest crypto jobs board in the crypto industry in the world. So we have, you know, hundreds of companies that are putting their jobs there, and then we have tens of thousands of users that come there weekly applying for jobs. And so the idea came from the fact that I'm hiring a lot of people usually, especially at the market. And I realized that there's no good place in crypto to hire talents, no like go-to place. So I wanted to create this because I know so many companies in crypto. I know almost all of them. I'm good friends with CEOs of like the biggest exchanges and the biggest projects out there because I'm a famous crypto individual. So my networking is really high level, which is great. But to monetize that or capitalize on that, I need to bring value to them. So that's what I did. I created cryptojobs.com, and now I'm connected the CEOs of the big companies to my network of followers because I have 4 million followers across social media that are following me because of my journey. And now I'm just connecting the two, the companies and the followers, and now they meet on cryptojobs.com, and business is growing every single week, breaking new records on side news, and it's amazing because I think the most important thing to make money or become successful in the world is to really focus on bringing value to someone. If you start
solving problems, in this field there's crazy problems.
Yes.
Still a great area for most of the people. Do you agree that now 5% of the population are using crypto? Only 5%.
I don't know the number, but yeah, probably
It's
since
very good. And this has a mega room to grow.
for sure.
Are you with or against regulations coming?
I think they're inevitable. They're gonna happen. So I'm not against them. I think we should work with them, not against them. Just like the regulators, should work with crypto, not against crypto.
Keep it decentralized. That's the whole purpose of it. I think that with this regulation coming, it's not going to be decentralized. There will always be an entity, whether it's governmental or whatever that is, that's kind of being under control of it, right?
There's gonna be a period of time now where there's gonna be a transition period. Regulatory bodies are coming in. They're trying to regulate. They're trying to make sense of this wild west that is crypto. But you can make a comparison with back in like 100 years ago when humans invented the car. The first time we had cars on the streets, there were only horses and carriages. And when the first cars were on the streets, the regulators said cars are way too dangerous. It's not appropriate that they go so fast. So you need always to have a man walking in front of the car with a red flag to warn people of a car coming. So that was the reality. Out of all the horses, if there was one car, a guy needed to walk in front of it with a red flag. So that means the car actually went slower than the horses, which makes like no sense now. So basically there was no point in having the cars. But that's a good analogy for what's happening with crypto now. There is going to be a transition period where regulators coming in trying to make sense of things, but ultimately the better technology and the free market will win. But it takes time. It's not going to happen overnight. And this transition period didn't even start yet. So we're still like maybe decades away from mass adoption of crypto, where everyone is using crypto and it's fully regulated or deregulated or whatever you want to call it. But it's not.
You're saying it's going to take more than 10 years for people to actually start?
I think it could take another 10 years. Yeah.
Okay. First time I saw you, I saw this one picture of a guy on Formula 2 car. I'm like, what a brilliant idea. Like, this guy must be super good. And that's it. I never saw you again until we met in that airport. I'm like, yeah, that's the guy who has this picture of the Formula 2. So tell me more about it. Why did you do that? What got you on this? It's a very interesting field, you know?
Yeah, so basically many people call me like an entrepreneur, sometimes an influencer, stuff. But I would say at my very core, I'm a marketer. I know how to do marketing. And when I met Ralph, the driver, in Monaco 2 years ago, we never met before, we just became friends, and then he said, look, I'm looking for a sponsor, and I thought, interesting idea, no one in my field ever went into Formula before, so I put my Instagram handle first on the car just for fun, just paid him like $15,000, something small. But for the next season, I told him, look, now I want to do something crazy. I want to have the whole car and I want to put my face on the car and my companies. And the reason being because you want to grab attention somehow.
Yeah.
In the world, it's all about attention. How can you get people's attention and then monetize it? You cannot monetize without having attention first. So I thought I'll put my face on the car because no one ever did it before. No one is stupid enough to do that.
It's like a thin line between badness and
Yeah.
fucking brilliant.
Yeah.
It's brilliant.
It's a very thin line. And some people call me crazy, some people call me genius. But, you know, it doesn't matter. It's working.
Yeah.
It's working. So basically, yeah, I put my face on the car. Paid more than almost $3 million for the whole year. For the whole car, and so the face, and then of course some of my companies are on the car as well. CryptoJob.com is one of my companies on the car, and yeah, it's working very, very well. First of all, Ralph is doing an incredible job. He's driving very well.
It's always coming like P1, a fat P1.
Right now, he's number one in the championship. Yeah, he's doing incredible. He's really a very good driver. I really hope he can make it.
Faster than the right horse.
I believe I did, yeah. I believe I did. I will invest in him anyways because he's a good friend. I really like him. He's a very good guy. He deserves to be racing, but he's also a winning horse, which is amazing. But yeah, so it's working very well. I have met industry leaders in Formula. You know, I met Formula One drivers, Formula One team principals that have seen my car and the face and made
This guy.
yeah, exactly. Christian Warner, if you know Christian Warner, yeah.
That's how I met you.
Yeah.
Following Formula.
Yeah. So Christian Warner complimented me. He said it was very cool. He liked the idea. David Coulthard, Formula One driver, he said that he loves it. He picks it. So, you know.
So it was Alonso also last week, or?
Yeah, Alonso. Yeah, I was in his garage and what was there. And also old legend, Emerson Fittipaldi. It's like from decades ago, Formula One driver, double world champion. The reason why he knew about me was also because of the car. So he came to my office just like 2 months ago here. I went even go-karting with him and his son. His son is in Formula 3 right now. But they also complimented me and said it was like, the reason why we're here is because you put your face on cards. It's like, you know, you cannot miss it.
Yeah.
It's like me, you know, standing on someone's door, like knocking, you know. It's like, I'm basically, through marketing, making sure people notice.
What I love about it, that everyone follows the tracks. You actually create the tracks. I wouldn't be surprised if everyone started doing this, because everyone is well funded enough to blow up money. But people will remember that the car started this year. That's something.
Exactly. That's a good point because if there's something that I've noticed in the crypto industry is that I have many other industry leaders that copy me all the time. A lot. It's like I'm known to be someone that people copy. So, for example, in Formula 2, I put my Instagram handle and my face on the car, and then immediately, the same season, there were 4 other crypto guys who did the exact same thing in Formula 2. Not the face. Well, one guy actually even put a logo with like his face on it. And actually, I told him, look, bro, chill out. Like you can copy, but don't.
Yeah, if you want to do it properly.
Don't cross the line. I like it. This is not tasteful. But the other guys, they just put their Instagram handles. They put some of their logos there. Like I thought it was fun. You know, when people copy you, it's actually a compliment, right?
Yeah, of course. Doing it right.
So I have nothing against it, but if you do it exactly the same, then I will have something against it for sure. But yeah, so that's a good example. And then of course, it's so funny in the crypto industry. I bought certain cars, and then immediately I see other guys go and buy the same cars, like my Maybach, my Porsche GT3 RS, and other things as well. But honestly, I really feel like you said, like being a trendsetter, it's a compliment. You know, it means that I'm innovating, and that's exactly what I want to be. I want to be an innovator. I want to always push boundaries, and I want to do things that no one did before, for better or for worse sometimes. But I always try to stay true to myself, and I always want to do things that I believe in. So I will never go against my morals. Putting my face on the car, it's harmless. If it harms anyone, it harms me.
What is harming you?
It's not harming me.
Yeah,
Yeah. Actually, so far it only led to a lot of good business ideas, a lot of business networking. I met insane people, like really the top of the top of the top in the Formula industry. So no, super happy about it.
Any possibility to see how Formula? I know it helps.
I have a part of the car right there actually. You could bring it here if you did.
This one?
Yeah. So we have this is the nose from the last season. So this is a big piece of carbon, and this piece itself is like $50,000. Just this thing alone.
I was in Abu Dhabi in closing season. I went to the at the Alpha Florida Alpha. Yeah, they showed me even the full antibody, and they were like, guess how much his weight? So I'm like, no idea, about 18 kgs every day. I'm like, oh wow. Then they showed me one that was up for sale without an engine, for under $20,000. Like if I ever play so much alone, or definitely just stop the birth of the collection. Those closures.
Yeah, so it's fun, right? And at the end of the season, let's see, maybe I'll buy the car, not the engine maybe, but the cover, and I'll put it in my office. And
At that would be coaches to clean the head of the
let's see. Maybe that's a secret search. Let's see.
Stay tuned, it's coming soon. Tell us something. Why did you move to Dubai except the fact that Dubai is tax-free? Give me a reason is that why did you pick this specific city out of anywhere out of planet that they would love to have you?
Okay, so I tell people that I think Dubai is the best place in the world. And the reason is, first of all, the weather is nice. That's just one good reason. Second of all, of course, the tax situation is very beneficial for business owners, which is also very good because it really inspires people to work hard and work and build a big business. And also gives them the flexibility to be based here and still travel around the world. You know. But the third point, which is the most important point, why Dubai is the best place in the world, is the networking. The amount of people I meet here in 1 week represents my networking for like maybe 3 years in Sweden or Germany or any other country. The networking you can do in Dubai is through the roof, absolutely extraordinary. I meet the top people of the crypto industry, the top people of even Formula and other industries, social media. I meet the most famous, most successful and richest people in the world. They're all here. If they're not here now, at least they come here sometimes for some business. So it's really mind-blowing. Like if I made a list of all the people I met here in the past 3 years, you would think it's mind-blowing.
Disposed of your network, yeah. And yeah, disposed of my network, like the people I meet here, I tell my friends I wouldn't even think I can be able to go with that someone else. And just for sitting down here, they're making business, they're super hot.
Yeah, the people that have been in my office here, it's like, you know, I would have only dreamt about meeting these people like a few years ago. And now they come to my office because everyone is here. They're always keen to, like, you know, network and build business, you know, build connections. So that's why I also got this office. Like, it is a cool office, right? It's a beautiful office with a nice view, which is important for me because I want to have people wanting to come here to sit down, drink a coffee, chill, talk a little bit, and
it doesn't feel too corporate.
Exactly.
It doesn't feel too chill. There's something
Exactly.
it gives you this home feeling more than an office.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, we're putting it because I don't like the corporate vibes too much. I was never like that, and I don't want to be like that. And I want to inspire people to be free and be casual and still work hard or work, you know, in their own way. So that's why my office, I think, inspires people a lot because they can see that, you know, like everything is possible. That's what we were showing with my Black Corporate journey.
This is coming from a young kid, 22, 23 years old, from Sheffield, from doing all of this boring stuff in Sweden, in a very cold place where there's not much happening, and just from one decision that he was bored from his life, he just took the decision that he wants to change it. Now, after 3-4 years, he's 30, under 30 and Forbes. Yeah, driving Bugattis, having a Jacob and Co. and whatever you want with it. This is not, I'm not telling you like this is ultimate happiness that can be for you or it can be for you, but at least he took a decision to change his life, and today he's here enjoying it, happy with everything, and most importantly, having this inner satisfaction that his parents and friends are happy and proud. Knowing you are having.
The reason why I feel happy today is because I feel like I'm really good at what I'm doing. I feel like I'm doing what I was always supposed to do. I'm basically fulfilling my destiny. And I think that's how people feel when they use the law of attraction. When you understand the universe, when you use the law of attraction and start using energy correctly, you fall into your destiny. You align with your destiny. And that's what I'm doing. Like I'm now doing what I was born to do. All of these things. And even more things coming up in the future. And that makes me happy.
So you found your calling, and now you feel like there's a purpose to life. It's not just like what you can
Exactly.
to body work, combat, in second, and there's purpose to life.
Exactly. And one of the things that makes me the most happy, to be honest, is inspiring other people. I have so many people coming up to me on the streets and comments online saying that they got so inspired by my stuff that now they changed their life. Now they are building business. Now they are doing maybe a YouTube channel, or maybe they created a comedy. Like so many people that got inspired, and that makes me happy, because then that means I'm changing people's lives without yeah, I think
This is the most beautiful one.
yeah, and I don't have to give them money. They don't have to give me money. It's just like an open playing field where I just allow my story to inspire, and that makes me happy. And that's the best form of charity you could ever do. You know, one form of charity is opening up your wallet and you give money somewhere. It's not the most efficient way,
So
because
you're not helping, you're just like giving this oxygen, like need for the day to turning on all that.
I'm doing that also, but I really think that where I'm making the biggest dent in the universe is by inspiring people through my story.
Which is beautiful, good on you. But like, I'm very pleased even to get to know you, get to meet you, and I'm wishing you the best of luck.
Thank you.
We cannot wait after we see you going higher and higher.
Yeah, I mean, what I did now in just 5 years, it's of course impressive. Even for myself,
5 years in such young age. I started about was 30. This is what I had in life. Okay, I must be.
it's never too late to help.
But you, when you started at 22, 23, that most people at your age will be just fooling around, getting into parties, drinking, and whatever comes with it. So for this young age to have that flip, this is the most inspiring part in your story.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, that was the choice. You know, I chose to be successful. I chose to not be a loser anymore. That was very important to me.
We gotta be putting all of Carl's credentials from the YouTube page, Instagram, and everything else. Feel free to reach out. Feel free to DM him. I'm sure he has a full team to be answering DMs and just guiding people if they wanna.
And people ask you all the time if they can work for me. And if you want to work for me, cryptojobs.com. I always have some job offers there. So yeah,
Golf is the crypto. Thanks a lot, Phil, for you.
thank you,
About doing that. Appreciate it.